we have here head coach John Savage and pitcher Max Rajcic.
Yeah.
Coach, if you could start with an opening statement.
Well, hard-fought game. I thought both teams did a really good job of putting two pretty good pitchers into some tough situations. Clearly, Messick and Max are two of the better pitchers in the country. They've proven that over a long period of time, and there was a lot of hard-fought innings, a lot of hard-fought zeros, and they did a little bit more. We had some opportunities, but they did a little bit more with their opportunities than we did. So unfortunately, we came out on the short end. But Max didn't pitch last week, had a little bit of an oblique, and I thought he was good, but and he competed. But certainly, you got to tip your hat to Florida State. They did a good job and fought him with a lot of pitches.
Questions for the floor?
Coach, obviously, you don't make excuses for anything, but how much do conditions play a factor in this? Obviously, heat, time zone changes. How did you guys try to mitigate?
I was really proud of our guys. I mean, we got up at 5:30, which is 3:30 our time. Really didn't blink an eye. We had breakfast, got on the bus. We were prepared for this. We played really early in Houston. We played an early game in Scottsdale last week, so under 100 degrees. So really thought we were prepared for something like this. I mean, I don't know why we play at 11. That's a little bit of a mystery to me, but there was certainly no excuses. It wasn't as hot as we had really anticipated, and it's baseball. It's playoff baseball, so you got to play anytime, anywhere. And at the end of the day, the conditions were fine. The ballpark's beautiful. I thought they, put on a really good. They did a nice job of getting that place ready, and so I don't think the time or the weather really had anything to do with the outcome. But I don't know why we're playing at 11. But I mean, I get the time in between games. 12 to 6 seems to be a little more normal to me over my 25, 30 years of Division I baseball. But it is what it is. It's the first game of the tournament, so we were ready to play.
What do you make of the way Messick pitched and also the way Florida State's relievers pitched?
Oh, I love Messick. I mean, I love his competitiveness. I love his pitchability. I love his urgency. I love everything about him. I thought we did a good job against him. Yates hit that ball out of the ballpark against him, and the guy goes 6 innings. He went 5 innings. Excuse me. He went 5 innings. So we ran up some pitch count against him, and he's one of the best left-handed pitchers in the country, clearly, and I thought we did a pretty good job against him. I mean, if that guy only goes 5 innings, you put yourself in a pretty good position. Now, they have a tremendous bullpen. They clearly trust their bullpen. So, but we had our chances against that bullpen, too.
Questions for student athlete?
Max, obviously, you come off of the injury and being out. What was your mindset to come back, and what was it like being back out there?
It was good to be back. Obviously, the results wasn't what we wanted, but my goal was just to give best chance for my team to win, and I tried to compete, and I really liked how our hitters competed. Messick, obviously one of the best in the country. I liked how our hitters really competed against them. They 5 innings, he threw 85 pitches. That's pretty good. So yeah.
Another question from UCLA media, Jay Fenn.
Hey Max, so after you let that run the first inning, you settled down and got 11 straight guys out. How were you feeling after that first inning?
The first inning, I was just glad to come out with 1 run. We had a weird play that happened, but I just wanted to pick up my defender, and I was glad to come out of the 1. So it was we like to call that a good 1. So I was happy about that.
Time for any more questions?
One more, Coach, for you. You guys were climbing back into it. Felt like the momentum was slowly starting to swing, and then Terrell's home run. How'd you feel like that changed the game?
Well, I mean, he's one of those guys that you don't want him to beat you. A 2-0 count and trying to go in, and the ball was down, and that changes that game quite a bit, 4-3 game from a 5-3 game. So, you know, he's one of those guys that we don't want beat us. And, you know, he put a swing on it. Ball was down in middle, and count was in his favor. They had count leverage and hit it out of the ballpark. So, I mean, they got some guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, and that's what makes them so dangerous. They're very well coached, and you know, what I saw from Florida State didn't surprise me in any way. I mean, I knew they were going to be good. I knew they were going to be well coached. Florida kids against the California kids. I mean, you got a lot of good players on the field. So that's the nature of the beast.
And final question from Eric Heath.
Hey, Coach. Just wondering, you know, not much time to dwell on this loss. What's your mindset tomorrow with an elimination game looming?
Well, I mean, we've been in this position before, I guess you would say, last week when we lost to Cal, and we battled back and darn near, you know, ended up beating Oregon State in that second game. So, hey, man, it's baseball. It's the playoffs. You know, you live for another day, and you got to come back and new day tomorrow, new opportunity, and got to see who we play. So I think we play tomorrow at noon. Tomorrow's a noon game, so we'll be ready to go.
Thank you, Coach and Max.
That it?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, man. Thank you. Max, you want to grab that water? Are you good?
Yeah, I'll grab it.
Okay. Thank you.